Welcome back to BJP Lifestyle, guys. If you guys are new here, make sure you do click that subscribe button down below. We do have tons of videos coming on the Jeep all the time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 3 p.m. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. But today we're going to be talking about the top 5 accessories under $100 or mods or upgrades that you guys can do to your Jeep Grand Cherokee. I believe it's WK2 model, so basically anything from 2014 up is what we're talking about here in this video. We got this nice little corner spot, looking nice with leaves everywhere, giving us a nice fall view here in New England. So one of the things that we're going to start with is if you do have the altitude package, a lot of these are going to be kind of towards the altitude package just based on mods that I've done and the reasons that I think that they need to be that they should be done on the car. And one of those is going to be the Honeycomb Grille. I believe that the blacked out inserts, I have an install video down below. It'll pop up in the cards, I think over here, and that's going to go ahead and show you how to install these without taking off the whole bumper. It's one of my most popular Jeep videos on the channel, so you guys can check that one out if you want to see the install for it. There'll also be links down below for all the products, but this one just completely changes the front of the car, because when you have the silver there, I think it just completely throws off the whole look, because you have the blacked out trim around here, you've got the blacked out fog lights down here, you've got the whole bottom fascia part is all blacked out, and of course the logo for the Jeep is obviously blacked out as well. So if you guys are looking for a quick mod that doesn't take too long, that's going to completely change the look of the front of your car, I'd say that that's probably one that you're going to want to go ahead and do for under 100 bucks. I mean, you're sitting at around 50-60 bucks with that one. It's really not bad at all. Now, continuing with the theme of the altitude package, one thing that I go ahead and recommend is the black lug nuts. Now, they come with silver. When you first order the car from the factory or pick it up from the dealership from the factory, it's going to come with silver lugs. So as you can see, the black lugs just really make it black and white, stormtrooped out, or whatever car you have. It's going to really just change the look of it and really give you that blacked out style, along with the edges of the windows and everything like that. It's going to really all tie together a lot better than if you just had the chrome ones that come stock on it. You can see I got a leaf in there flying through the leaves. But I think that that's definitely one of the biggest things that you're going to want to do. There will be a link down below for that as usual. Also an install video on how to put them on without messing them up. As you can see, these ones did get a little bit messed up. They are kind of rusting. They got scratched somehow when all the other ones are fine. If I go around to the other side here, you can see that these ones are fine. Maybe a tiny little scratch here and there, but for the most part they're pretty clean and they don't have that issue. But these ones for some reason have that issue, even though I did a video showing you how to install them. And it worked fine on all the other ones, but for some reason I must have messed up on those somehow. I don't know, maybe I did those first. I'm not sure, but yeah, so those are going to be an upgrade. $50, $60, $70, depending on which ones you get and where you get them from. I'll link some down below, like usual, and you guys can check those ones out. But I guess I'll throw in a little extra sixth one that's not going to be on my list of 5 things that I had. And that's going to be the red caliper paint, because you can do this for 20 or 30 bucks. So even with the lugs and this, you're still only at about $90. As you can see, I also, obviously, again, top right, wherever it is, there's going to be a card right now that's going to show you how to do that and a review of the product that I use. You can see mine are extremely dirty right now. I really need to get a car wash and really scrub this thing down. It's been a while, but the Caliper Paint, 20, 30, maybe 40 max. So with those two together, you're sitting around 90, 100 bucks. So if you were to do both of those in one, that's going to still come out to something cheaper than $100. So like I said, that's definitely going to be something that I would recommend you guys do to your car once you get it. If you guys are just looking for the small things, those are going to be one of the few small things. The red calipers even you don't have to do. It's not going to give it as big of a difference, because you can see you can kind of see it, but I mean with this lighting you can't really. In person you can see it better, but I definitely think the front honeycombs and the lugs are going to be some of the biggest things for changing the look and making it look less stock and more personalized and giving it a lot better look. Now, the next thing is going to be, depending on where you go, is going to be right around $100, and that's going to be the window tint on the front too. So that's getting these matched to the back. So as you can see here, it's matched, and the further back I go, the darker it looks and the better it looks. but I'm gonna go ahead and say that the tint is one of the first things you should do. And for the price of around $100, can you really go wrong? Now, one of the things that I've been talking about on the channel here all the time is if I should do the windshield. So currently I have the windshield completely stock with no tint on it, and I'm gonna be honest, it drives me insane, especially in the fact that it doesn't give me enough with the side windows. As you can see, there's too much sun coming in the front, so the side windows don't look as dark, and it just doesn't give me the look that I really want on the Jeep. So I've been going back and forth on if I want to spend the money to do the windshield, but if I do, then I will make a video on that. If you guys want to do it, I recommend doing all three at once because it does make it look a lot better if you have the windshield tint. Remember, if it's illegal in your state, you might get pulled over. I'm not saying that you guys should do it if you do know it's illegal, or that you should do it knowing that you might get pulled over. So that's one that's probably one of the biggest ones that I would recommend. So now if you were to do all these upgrades right here, you're sitting at about, say, let's just say 100 to be conservative, just make even numbers for the lugs and the caliper paint, sitting at 100. Window tint, let's say 100 for the front too. Now you're at $200, and then here I'd say 50-60 bucks, depending on if you buy the bit. There's a special bit extension piece that makes it super easy, but if you don't get that, then you're still sitting at around maybe 50-60 bucks. If you do get it, maybe 90-100. So between 250-300 for these 3 or 4 upgrades. I feel like you can't really go wrong with that. It's one of those things where it's a little bit of money in, and it's nothing like putting a whole exhaust on the car like I did, where it's like $900, $1,000, or any other really big upgrades that you guys could be doing to the car. These are going to be just kind of small little ones, and things that you can do to improve the look of your car and make it more personalized and make it look a lot better than every other car that's driving around with the same model. So swinging around to the back here, this is where I'm going to put number 5 on the list, technically number 6 because I had too many here, and that's going to be the Crux Motorsports Taillight Tint set. The reason I'm going to put this one on here is because it completely changes the look of the back of the car. So when the car is completely in the dark and you have your brake lights on, it's going to give this really awesome ring down here. So all around here is going to actually just show up and make it look almost like an eye. It looks really cool. I did really bad on the install on that one, and this one's not too bad, but some wrinkles up here. If you guys again want to see install video up here, you guys can go ahead and check that one out. If you haven't seen it already, I do have an exhaust install video as well as an exhaust review if you're in the market for that. I'm also going to be doing a bunch more videos like this, under $20, under $50. Good gift ideas for people who own Jeep Grand Cherokees, and just all kinds of content around the Jeep, especially going into the holiday season. There's a lot of ideas that I have in that kind of genre or market of finding people who are trying to buy gifts for a person that they know that has a Jeep Grand Cherokee and they want to change it or something like that. Or if you want to get this for your wife who drives a Jeep Grand Cherokee, these are some things you can do to her car to make it just a little bit better and just make it a little bit more of a standout car rather than just having it completely stock, because who likes a stock car? I know I don't, and I know most of you guys don't, and that's why you guys are subscribed to the channel here. We are at about 550 subs right now. We're on our way to that 1,000 subscriber mark, so if you could click that subscribe button down below, that'd be great. Of course, click that like button if you got any helpful information or anything that you liked in this video. Of course, comment anything that you think should go on this list under $100, or anything that I should do to the car, either under or over $100 on the channel. And yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. Like I said, make sure you click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.